Hello and welcome back to the BLC studios here on the campus of Bethany Lutheran College for another edition of the Bethany Sports Beat. I'm Don Westfall, Director of Athletics here at Bethany, and we're going to kick off part of the fall previews here by talking with men's soccer, and that means Rob Heupel, the head men's coach here at Bethany, joins us. And Coach, back for another season under the docket. Obviously, a lot of seasons have gone by the wayside for you already, as far as you're nearing number 20 here, aren't you?
This is 18 this year. So we're hoping to make it to 20 at least.
Very good, very good. Been up there for quite a number of the years. And last year's season, if we look back real quickly, I don't know how much that translated this year. You guys were so close, actually finished over 500 in the conference in terms of the record. And so being so close to that conference tournament, just missing out, to what degree were you guys able to utilize that as motivation or build off that moving into this season?
Well, I think last year is that, like you said, we were 6-5-3, I think, so we were right there. You know, it really credit, I would say that you look at games, an inch this way, inch that way on certain games and stuff like that. We could have easily been in third place easily. And so this year that we got basically the same guys back versus other than a couple. So there's no reason why we can't try to pick up right where we left off and do well, especially with a high number of seniors we have this year.
Yeah, you talk, I think, about 8 seniors coming back, and as well as looking at the list of returning players. Offensively, you guys would seem to be in a pretty good position at this point with a lot of experience up front.
Yeah, with Jorge and Mike Lagercio, who's back. We got Broderick Brown. Quite a few guys. Brought in some kids that are forwards too. So really, offensively, I think we're set. You know, we're doing well, but then of course, there's the people that play behind offense. We still got to work.
The defense is a little bit of a moving part. Obviously, a good defense starts with the guy in the nets, and you have a very good keeper in Matt Bitter.
Matt Bitter is a fantastic keeper. As a young guy, he's only a sophomore. He's super quick, a big guy, strong. I think he's going to be challenging this year for being one of the top keepers. You know, as far as if we're going to win games, it's because he has to play really well, and I think he will.
All right, and the fact, the realization of that as well, mentally, he's ready to take on that type of a challenge too?
Yeah, and I think anytime you come in as a freshman last year, when he started as a freshman, there's always the newness of everything, trying to understand how to do it, just the energy levels and how to play. As a sophomore, he knows what he's got to do. He knows the setup. He knows what he needs to deal with. He learned some things from last year. He has to do better. I'd expect great things from Matt this year.
So great things from the offensive side. You're solid in net, and so now there's that gap kind of in the middle. And it's called defense. And you lost a lot of experience there and things like that. Where are you at in the process? Is it a matter of, with some of the recruits obviously are going to have to step in, is it even a matter of at times taking, with your understanding of the game and the talent pool that you have to work with, there's some guys who, you know what, from a team perspective, we might need you to step back here because of the ability that you have and step into more of a defensive role. I'm sure that at times can be a little bit challenging as well, but how do you try to meld that defense together?
Well, we're going to be taking guys that would typically be midfielders or outside mids, and we're pulling them back into the defensive role. So actually our defense, when we talk about a new defense, much of the defense will be actually seniors. So when you look at the experience and everything, we'll be fine. The problem is that we also got to blend a few of the kids, of the new guys in there to that mix as well. So we got a good defense and we got a good offense, we got a good keeper, we got a couple good mids. So we're good except for a little bit thin, so we have to make sure and hope that we stay healthy.
All right, and of course everything hopefully would culminate in terms of the conference tournament, things like that. Obviously, when we talk about UMAC, we're going to have to start talking about Scholastica, because they year in and year out tend to be the team everyone goes after. But now we have a new competitor this year in the conference, Wisconsin Superior, and I know with the preseason polls that came out, they also look to be, at least on paper, a team that is going to be near the top of the conference. What do you expect on the year?
Well, Joe Mooney has always got a good team. They play very high aggressive, high pressure type game. And so they're going to be a very challenge. They're going to be very similar to St. Scholastica on that kind of set. They're also got some, they have a pretty deep squad. They always have every year. So they're going to be a really tough team to play on, against. So they're going to be very similar to St. Scholastica, because I believe St. Scholastica and them, they're pretty tight. They're pretty close when they play. So it's going to be just one more team that's going to be pretty tough in conference to get by.
And you're part of that mix kind of also in there, vying for that spot in the conference tournament, but you're in there kind of with the Northwesterns, MLC, Crown kind of right in the middle of that pack right now. Is that kind of where at least you consider yourself you should be in that mix?
Yeah, and I think if you look back over 2012, 2013, 2014, we missed it. But we were right there, and we beat Crown, and we were able to get past Crown. And last year we split with Crown. And we split, and also we tied Northwestern both times. So really, we're right on the cusp of being right in that fifth, fourth, and we were 1-0 both games against Morris. So So really close. We're right in that fifth to third place thing, and I think with the experience this year, I think we got a chance to get into that.
Well, a chance is always what you're looking for, and we'll see as the season progresses. Hopefully, we'll definitely be able to pencil the Vikings into one of those spots in the postseason tournament.
Hope so.
Very good. Rob Heupel and Don Westfall here at Bethany Lutheran College. Thank you for watching us here on The Beat.